so much for coming on to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, I'm Cass the Witch over at Magic of Eden. I appreciate you all for showing up and sharing space with me today. And if you guys are returning, what's up fam? You guys already know what's going on. I appreciate all of your presence here, and you guys already know that I am here to merge the arts of poetry and magic in order to help you reclaim your divinity and step fully and confidently into your power. Now, as you can tell from the title, we are going to be fixing a candle. And in this video in particular, we are going to be working with the Love and Attraction Fixed candle. Now, the reason why I chose this candle is because, for one, it is very popular, and I know that, I'm going to be real with you guys, I know that a lot of people can relate to it, so we're going to be doing this, right? And also, I did this because I am recording this on a Friday. It's Venus Day, so why not? So, now one thing that I want to say is that everything has an energy to it and everything is symbolic. And what you're doing when you're working your magic essentially is you're tapping into the power of your mind. You are using the power of your will and your energy in conjunction with the powers of the universe in order to create change and manifest your desires. That is essentially what you were doing, right? Not only are you doing that, you are also using the power of herbs. You are using the power and the energy of resins and things of that nature, and flowers and essences in order to also work with those energies to maximize the energy, to enhance the energy, to call in and to manifest your desires. So that is what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be working with this charged and blessed red candle. Now, the reason why I chose red for this one, I can actually go further into detail in another video, but the reason why I chose the red candle for the Love and Attraction is because, for one, red is a color that triggers our, I want to say, primal instincts. Red can be used as a sense of warning, as a sense of danger, but it also connects us to our sensual urges, to our power. It connects us to those types of energies and whatnot. Also, you know, red can be a sign of anger and rage. For example, when a person sees red when they're really, really angry, they're triggered and they see the color red because red is that life force energy. Red is it's all about our basic survival, if that makes sense. But the reason why I chose this for my working is because, for one, red also does connect us to love. And red is very powerful, and I'm not going to go into the whole symbolism of the color red, but that is a part of the reason why. It does help to connect with that sensual energy, that sexual energy, and things of that nature. And also, in conjunction with the herbs and flowers and resins that I'm going to be using, are all going to help us to draw in a partner. Now, of course, this partner would be a soul partner, meaning that this is a soul connection. It is a divine connection, and this is someone that you can experience amazing sexual, sensual, loving energy with. This is to attract a soulmate or your soulmate, your divine person, right? Now, according to your intentions, the ingredients will change and they will vary. This is a standard one, okay? Now, people can tell you that you are right or wrong. At the end of the day, this is your magic. You do what you do. You use your ingredients. If you guys need help on understanding and using and knowing the symbolism of the herbs and what they're used for, this is a book that you can purchase from Amazon. It is the Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs by Scott Cunningham. This would actually be the Wicca and Paganism Practical Magic version. If you guys are into that at all, you guys can use this. I will make sure to link it down in the description box if you are interested. There are so many other types of books that you can use and things of that nature to pick out, or to pick out your herbs and flowers and whatnot. Now, this is my way that I like to fix candles. Now, there is another way. Back in the day, things were not always out in the open, and so the way that, you know, magic used to be worked is things would be concealed, at least in hoodoo. I also wanted to point out to you guys that back in the day, tapered candles were used actually before the glass candles were used, and what we do is we'd actually create a hole at the bottom and then put the herbs in there and seal it that way. But this was before the use of glass candles. This was actually something that was passed down to me through word of mouth. So yes, I'm just letting you guys know that before people come on my head. I just wanted to go ahead and make sure that, you know, that was actually said. You would basically put a hole in the candle and then you would hide the herbs and the oils and seal it that way. And you would do it more than likely in front of the person that was oppressing you, or you would do it either behind, you know, their back or whatever, but you would conceal and you would hide the intentions, you would hide the spirits, you wouldn't show it. Now, the way that I like to do it is a modern way, and the magic is still potent, the magic is still there, and it still happens, and I absolutely love it. And of course, I love when things look a certain way because that's just me. That's what I'm here to experience. But remember, it's not about the look. It's just what I like to do because that's just simply how I work my magic. You don't have to follow this way. This is not a right or wrong thing. This is how you do it. One thing that some things that people aren't going to tell you about magic is at the end of the day, you have the say so in how you work it because you are the one in authority. You are the one directing the energy because you are the observer. You are the practitioner and you say what goes. Yes, it is good to follow the path that was before you, or you can follow and read and learn and understand things from a different level or from a different perception and understanding, and you can follow the ways of those that came before you. That gives you a sense of structure and understanding and discipline, absolutely. And once you feel that you've mastered that, you can then start to do, or you can then, you know, do what works for you. For some of you guys, you are more rebellious. You're going to do what you want to do anyway. I'm here for that. I am all here because at the end of the day, that is raw power. That is raw. It's raw power, and you do what you need to do. I am not here to tell you that you are wrong. I am here to encourage you to do what you know is best for you because this is your path, not anybody else's. Now that I've finished rambling, okay? For those people who are wondering, who are looking to, oh, by the way, you guys may hear some bumping because my kids were asleep and it sounds like they're awake. So you may hear some bumping. All right. So basically, yes, the ingredients that you guys saw earlier are going to change depending on your intention, okay? That's the first thing that I want to say. It's going to depend on your intention, okay? But this is the standard, and this is the way that it will come if you don't have a specific intention, if you decide to order from my shop, okay? Now, one thing that I do like to do is I like to take my mortar and pestle. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, because this is a divine balance of masculine and feminine energy. Now, this is the pestle and this is the mortar, and this is definitely the energy that is directing and grinding the herbs, the flowers, the essences, and the mortar receives it and it holds it in that womb space in order to be created, if that makes sense. So this is definitely an amazing representation of divine masculine and divine energy, divine masculine and divine feminine energy coming together in order to create this this powerhouse of energy, whereas the herbs and roots and flowers and resins are being crushed and broken down in order to fit your intention, right? Now, this is also used in cooking and things like that, but we're not here to talk about that, okay? Let me not derail here. All right, so one thing that I'm going to say that I love to do is I like to take rose. Rose is super amazing when doing anything dealing with love and beauty and even glamour. I absolutely love it and I'm here for it because it is just overall amazing for that. If you guys want to know the symbolism of that, you guys can study, use those books, and also use your intuition. Now, one thing that I will say is that what made me choose these specific herbs and resins is because, for one, my energy was drawn to it. I like to sit with myself. I like to sit and just study herbs and study the symbolism and things of that nature. Now, rose 100% is Aphrodite's flower. Oh my goodness. For one, rose is also ruled by Venus. So this is about love, beauty, aesthetic, and things of that nature. So that is why I chose rose. Of course, it's used in love and beauty spells and things like that. So the next thing that I like to use is I like to use dried jasmine flowers. Now, the reason why I like to use dried jasmine flowers because, for one, jasmine flowers are amazing as it pertains to connecting with spiritual love. You can also use jasmine flowers in dealing in working with your psychic powers. For example, if you were going to create an oil to enhance or trigger psychic dreams and things of that nature, I would 100% use jasmine paired with other things, but we're not here to talk about that. So in this sense, when I'm using rose paired with jasmine flowers, it's saying this is not, I don't want to draw in superficial love. I want to draw in love that is of spirit, that is spiritually significant, not anything superficial, not a friend with benefits type of thing, not anything that is short-lived. I want something lasting that I can grow from, that I can explore my sensuality with, that I can explore the divine with. That is the reason why I used rose and jasmine flowers paired together. Oh my God, they are freaking phenomenal. Now, I also like to use lavender. Lavender was used way, way, way back when by certain people to draw in and attract partners or to attract people, right? So you can use lavender and love sachets. Now, the thing is that I'm trying to be very careful with my words here. So yes, I know that back in the day, now I understand that there are so many gender identities. I am not here to disregard that, okay? I am just saying that back in the day, women used to use this to draw in, or the correct term would be prostitutes, I hate saying that freaking word. Let's just say that women in their power used to use lavender to attract men. Let's just say that. But in this sense, to get a better understanding of it, it is feminine energy would use lavender to attract masculine energy, if that makes sense. So it makes sense when you're using these, when you're pairing rose with lavender, it's like, okay, masculine and feminine energies are coming together to create this beautiful, romantic, loving, lasting, sensual vibe. You see what I'm saying? So it's divine masculine coming together, coming to the divine feminine, because this candle is all about diving into your divine feminine energy and using that to attract your partner. So this has Venus vibes written all over it, honestly, right? And then, yeah, so what I would do is I will take that and then I will make sure that the herbs and flowers, well, the flowers in this case, are crushed. You don't have to do it so hard. Just gently just crush them. Now, what I would do after that is I would take an oil, right? I will take an oil. In this sense, I am using the Divine Soulmate Intention Oil because I am fixing this candle, of course. This is what I decided I wanted to use, is the Divine Soulmate Intention Oil. You can also use an oil specific to your intention, or you can use an oil that is dedicated to love and romance, or for love and attraction. Now, I am using this specifically because of the type of ingredients that I'm using, and this is what I usually use to pair with my love and attraction candle. I like to call in a divine soulmate. Again, the soulmate may not be a lasting partner, or they may be. This is totally up to you. So what I'll do is I will take some of the oil, right? I will put it into the herbs and flowers, or the flowers in this case. And then at this point, I am fixing my energy on them. Everything is already blessed, and I will give it another go. I would make sure that all the herbs are saturated in the oil. Oh my God, it smells so amazing. And from there, what you have is you have something that looks like this. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love that. Now, what I do from there is I take that and I just fix the candle going this way. And I go it clockwise because I'm drawing in the power. I'm drawing in the energy, I mean. And you put as much as you would like. I don't like to overcrowd it because by doing so, it can cause issues with the burning of the candle. And I like to do it just like that. And then what I do after that is I would take a nice small chunk of dragon's blood. Dragon's blood resin is used in lots of different love spells. It's used for purging and banishing. It is used for deadly attraction type of vibes. It is used for beauty. It is used for love. It is used for sex magic and things of that nature. Dragon's blood is extremely versatile. I absolutely love everything to do with it, right? Now, I'm not going to go into the symbolism behind this. What I'm going to do actually, you guys, is I'm going to make that a series where I talk about the symbolism of different types of plants and things of that nature and what I've learned along my own journey in conjunction with what I've studied. So anyhow, what I would do is move that to the side. I would take the dragon's blood resin, and do not be afraid to get your hands dirty, okay? This is your magic. It's okay. So I would take that. I would put it into the mortar, and I would take my pestle, and then I would grind it. As you can hear, I'm crushing it. And from there, it is still a little wet, so it may be like a little bit sticky, and that's okay. I would take that and then I would put it into the candle clockwise with my right hand. When you're doing it in the moment, is you are left with what looks like this. And it is absolutely beautiful. I love that 100%. I hope you guys can see that clearly. That is what you're left with. Now, one final thing that I like to do when I fix my glass candles is I like to go in, take that same oil, and I like to anoint it 3 times clockwise. 1, 2, 3. I do that one final time. And of course, you speak your spells over it. Your spell at this point should have already been spoken prior to doing this, or you can speak your spell out loud during the process of fixing the candle, or you can do it afterwards. That is up to you. What I do is I like to speak my spells as I'm fixing the candle, if that makes sense. But of course, I'm not showing it on here because I don't want my spells just being used. You know what I mean? Now, in order to charge the candle, what I would do is I would take a sigil, right, and I would put it face up, right, face up on a piece of paper, face up, and I would put the candle on top of that, and I would let it charge, and I would implement my energy, meaning that I will sit here and I will focus my energy in the candle. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to work with it because that's not what this video is, but this is just fixing it, and then I give you that quick little nugget in there, right? So that's part of the process, okay? Now, I absolutely love this candle. It is available in my shop. I hope that this helped. Also, I don't know if I said this, but again, you don't have to go individually by these herbs and say, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, do this, and do that in command, because why are you going to command something that already has the energy? I don't have to go out and I don't have to tell my cat to go be a cat. I don't have to tell a dog to be a dog or to be who they need to be. They already are. They already exist as that energy. There's no need for me to tell it to do what it needs to do. Like, we have an understanding. We know that what we are here for. I give reverence prior to everything. I feel like I should have said that at the beginning, but if you're still listening, you know, we have an understanding. I thank the herbs. I say thank you so much for, you know, lending your energy, or thank you for working with me to bring in this intention, because at that point I am connecting with the herbs, the flowers, the essences, because again, everything is energy. We are energy. This is energy. I am speaking gratitude into my space as I connect and say thank you to these herbs and flowers, if that makes sense. So, and also I'm a very verbal person. As you can see, I'm very verbal. I love to speak things. I love to say things, and I love to make sure that the energy knows through spoken word my gratitude and what I am doing. And that's just my vibe. Some people like to work in silence because their energy says it all. I understand that. Again, I'm very verbal. I communicate using spoken word. Obviously, I'm a poet. It does make sense, right? So that is how I work my magic, and that is how I fix candles. Now, one thing that I will also point out as well is that when I am sending out your candles, what I will end up doing is I will normally take dragon's blood powder and then I will put it on the candle and then I will anoint it that way, right? But when I make the candles, I like to make sure that everything is freshly done, and then I like to let them charge, and then I will send them out to you to ensure that you get the most potent energy. And I make sure that I work my magic when it's at its peak and or on very specific days. So this candle, like today is Friday, Venus Day, I will make sure to create this candle on Friday. You can do it on a certain time on Fridays, or you can do it at any moment on the Friday when your energy is at its peak. The reason why it's good to make these candles at a certain time is because doing it at that time can help you to channel the energy from an astrological standpoint. But energy is always present, and when you are feeling it, I will not let that energy go to waste. Absolutely not. I will not let the energy go to waste. I will do it when I am in the moment, because when you are doing it, when the energy is at its peak or at its highest, you are allowing yourself to tap deeper into that. Okay? You're allowing yourself to tap deeper into it, and you know that it's going to work, and that is how it manifests. You have to know that it's going to work. The energy has to be strong, because the energy that you are exuding is what you are sending. It's like the energy you are extending or expressing is the signal or is the charge that gets sent to the universe that holds the intention. And when it goes to the universe, it then says, this is what I want. This is the intention that I'm going to manifest. This is the energy. This is the power behind it. And you are sending a charge to the universe in order for it to manifest materially into your life. Okay? Thank you guys so much for sharing space with me. I hope that I was able to help someone fix their candle. If I was not, I understand. You do what works for you, boo. I ain't here to judge you, as I would not expect for you not to judge me, but I ain't here to be judged, and I'm not here to judge you. So thank you for spending time with me today. Again, if you guys didn't catch it in the beginning, I'm Cass the Witch. Again, thank you so much for coming on here to Magic of Eden. If you need anything from me, you are more than welcome to visit me online at the Apothecary at magicofeden.com, where I do have candles in stock. And or you can visit me on Instagram and journey along with me there and see the process, the magical process, at Magic of Eden. Thank you all for sharing space with me today. I will see you in the next video.